Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Box Office Receipts for the weekend of March 29th, 2019. I'm your host, Tyler Callahan, and let's just jump into the top 5 for the weekend. We have, of course, as well, international updates and what is coming out next weekend. First up is the top 5. In first place this week is Disney's Dumbo with $45 million. In second place is Us with $33.6 million, for a total now of $128.2 million. In third place is Captain Marvel with $20.5 million for a total now of $353.8 million. In fourth place is 5 Feet Apart with $6.25 million for a total of $35.8 million. Lastly, in fifth place is Unplanned with $6.1 million. So I almost had a perfect weekend. However, Wonder Park did worse than expected, and I was caught off guard with Unplanned. For Dumbo, its reviews were mixed, and that did hurt it. It was expecting 50 to 55 million, and I was assuming if it got good reviews, 60 million, but not so good reviews, and it came in at 45 million, so the reviews are hurting it a bit, and word of mouth seems to be okay at best. Now, by itself, it's not bad. However, the rumored budget for this is around $170 million, so it's not looking that good. To give you a reference, Beauty and the Beast was around $170 million budget, and that made just over $1 billion. So you can see how one was a huge success, the other, probably not so much. Like Alita, if this wants to make a profit at all, it needs to at least make 400 to 450 million worldwide minimum, if not more. Ideally more. Switching over to international numbers though, Dumbo did okay with $71 million internationally for a worldwide opening weekend of $116 million. Us has gotten $46.3 million internationally so far, for a total of $174 million worldwide. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World has hit past $500 million, with $501 million worldwide. Finally, Captain Marvel is super close to hitting the billion mark, with it at $990 million worldwide. So next week's episode, I'll probably be talking about how it has now passed $1 billion. So for this weekend, we actually have 2 big movies coming out, Shazam and a remake of Pet Sematary. While both movies are getting good reviews, I think being a superhero movie will give Shazam the edge and take first place. But again, I think it'll be close. So my top 5 for the weekend is, in first place, Shazam, second place, Pet Sematary, third place, Dumbo, fourth place, Us, and in fifth place, Captain Marvel. If I had to put numbers on this, analysts are saying Shazam could open up to around 60 million, but having seen the movie myself, this should have good word of mouth. It is a pretty good movie. And if it, with the good reviews, good word of mouth, I think it could break out up to around 70 million. And if it does that, it'll have good legs, solid legs until Avengers Endgame comes out. At that point, it'll be done. But Avengers comes out at the end of the month, so it'll make most of its run by then. Pet Sematary could reach a size around 40 million, I think, with the good reviews. Horror movie. Horror movies always do well at the box office for the most part. Good reviews only help it. So I think around 40 million for Pet Sematary, while Dumbo should be around 20 to 25 million. It is facing competition, and last week was its main weekend, and not a lot of people went to see it. So that's it for this week's episode of Box Office Receipts. As always, you can let me know what you think about the box office at Twitter at TylerCallahan95 or on Instagram at TylerCallahanMedia. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.